Hello and welcome to Financial Insight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the AmCham Golf Day season. In about just over 2 weeks, the AmCham Golf Day will be upon us, where the American Chamber of Commerce organizes this sports event day that usually takes place at Bonanza Golf Club at Sierra Resort and Spa. I have the pleasure of standing here with one of the sponsors of this golf day, and this is Mr. Chembe Chakalashi, who happens to be the Chief Financial Officer for Citi Bank. Citi Bank, a big sponsor of AmCham. Mr. Chakalashi, welcome to Financial Insight.
Thank you so much, Clarence. Happy to be here and happy to speak to you too.
Okay, just to set this off, if you can just talk a little bit about Citi Bank as a bank, who you are and what you do in the country.
Sure. Thank you so much, Clarence, once again. So Citi Bank really, like any other bank, we provide financial services, right? But in particular for us, we're a corporate bank,
okay,
right? So our focus really is serving the corporate clients, in this market,
okay,
right? So, and just to give you a sense of some of the products and services that we are offering. Like other financial institutions, we offer loan products,
okay,
right? For loans and advances, different types. We also offer platforms, for clients to transact. And I'm happy to mention that Citi has one of the best technologies, not just in this market but globally.
Oh, wow.
To allow our clients seamless opportunities to transact. We're also one of the go-to banks for cross-border needs, right? And that's one of the things that we pride ourselves in, due to the globality that we have, and we are present in more than 90 countries globally.
Oh, wow.
And we also do business in about over 160 countries, even where we don't have a physical presence, right? So that globality in itself, makes us stand out, and be able to save our clients and their needs in the most effective and efficient way,
okay,
in terms of their cross-border needs. When they want to do transactions, cross-border transactions anywhere in the world, we are able to offer that, several solutions for them. So like I mentioned, technology really is critical for us. We've invested quite a lot in terms of our technology platforms, and just to allow our clients to be able to have a user-friendly experience, in terms of doing their day-to-day business, right? So, we're proud of that, and we've been doing this in Zambia for quite some time, several decades, and certainly from that time, really, we've been the go-to bank for a lot of our clients' needs. But I think key to highlight is that we're serving mostly the corporate clients.
Clients. Okay, so now I note with interest that Citi Bank are very strongly affiliated to the American Chamber of Commerce. So obviously, because you are an American bank, you have American parentage, and having an American chamber obviously works well strategically for you. Can you just highlight the strength of that relationship between the bank, Citi Bank, and the American Chamber of Commerce? I could mention that your CEO is the immediate past outgoing president of the American Chamber of Commerce. So perhaps outline the significance of that relationship.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Being an American bank, really, obviously we have an opportunity to partner with the Chamber, on several initiatives, right? The golf tournament is one of them, right? And I think, just to speak about this event in itself, this is not just about golf, right? It's not just about a green, really. It's about networking, right? It's about, various, colleagues, finding a platform to sort of, have an exchange of, could be business relationships, could be supplier-related conversations, anything. It's about networking in a nutshell, right? So talking about a partnership, obviously the Chamber, the American Chamber of Commerce, one of their priorities is to promote trade, between Zambia and the USA, right? And I think being an American bank, we're strategically positioned to support that. We promote, some, platforms for bilateral conversations, between different partners, and of course, several of our initiatives as well, are tied to how we can support even just government in terms of the initiatives, thought leadership, conversations, and etc. Right?
Absolutely.
So I think it just goes beyond being an American bank, right?
Okay.
I think the fact that we have American Chamber of Commerce provides a platform, for us to foster, the right relationship, the right partnerships, and I think, like I mentioned, the golf tournament is just one of them. We've supported other initiatives, including the Thanksgiving ceremony.
Oh yeah, of course.
We've been very critical in terms of supporting that. You mentioned a very important point, right? The current CEO, my boss,
yes,
Lowani Sakunda, is the immediate past president of the chamber.
Yeah.
And she did exceptionally well, in terms of supporting the chamber, promoting, their mandate and etc. But I think beyond that, we've maintained a seat, on the AmCham board. We currently have, our current head of services, Komela Banda, who is actually the vice president, of AmCham. Again, that just demonstrates our commitment, right? Yeah. We continue supporting the American Chamber of Commerce in different ways, and it is our commitment going forward that we continue, supporting the chamber as much as we can, because their mandate really speaks to, progression, right? Yeah. To support a number of initiatives that are tied to economic development, but more importantly, supporting trade between the USA and Zambia.
Okay, now let's zoom in on the golf day itself.
Absolutely.
Obviously, as you mentioned, you are sponsoring it, and you also do sponsor like the Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving being an American-themed event, annual event. So clearly, you see value in having skin in the game, putting your money where your mouth is in respect of AmCham, etc. What is that value beyond just giving money? There must be obviously something that the bank is deriving from having the AmCham events being so close to you that you're willing to put cash in. What's that significance?
Well, I think it goes beyond, just the sponsorship, really. I think, like I mentioned earlier, we believe in what the American Chamber of Commerce stands for and what they do, right? And we want to support that, right? And I think, being an American bank, it only makes sense that, we support, those initiatives, as much as we can, right? So I think it's not really about what we get out of it. It's about what we're doing to foster that mandate.
Also, it's about the giving.
Absolutely, itself, right? Because of the fact that we believe that the chamber's initiative, whatever they're doing, in this country, in Zambia, in fostering those ties between the US and Zambia, is very critical, not just for Citi, but for the whole business environment, right? So I think our contribution really it speaks to the support on an overall basis, not just for us. Having that sort of an enabling, business environment is critical for us as a bank. So we may not derive immediate benefits in terms of our sponsorship. I think it's really the wider conversation on, being a partner, and supporting the initiatives of the chamber for them to succeed, right?
Of course.
Not necessarily that we want to get immediate benefits to that,
Understood.
right? And I believe this sentiment, cuts across even some of our other partners or other organizations, really. Yeah. I think sometimes when you're doing something right, you attract the right people,
Absolutely.
right? Not really about what they can get out of it, but because what you're doing, it's for the greater good.
Yeah.
So really, like I mentioned, this is beyond golf.
Yeah.
There's more to it in terms of fostering relationships, providing a good networking platform, and obviously supporting the right bilateral conversations for the benefit of everybody, right? And I think really from past, golf tournaments, and I've attended, those events, and I'm happy to confirm that I'll be attending this one as well, including being on the green.
Okay,
it's very evident, that there's a lot of value derived from those engagements, right? They may not be monetary in nature, but I think those relationships going forward are very critical for business in terms of building mutual relationships going forward as well.
I'm glad you mentioned, because that was going to be my next question, whether you are playing. So you'll be on the green. Ladies and gentlemen, that means Mr. Chakalashi here will be playing golf on the AmCham Golf Day 2025. So really good
But I'm not competing. I'm playing to have fun, right?
Okay.
I mean, I have to be very candid. I'm not a professional golfer. I play golf for fun.
as you and I know, the best competitors always say this. So we look forward to seeing.
So I want to have a good time. I want to network I'm looking forward to meeting some of our clients.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, in terms of the sponsorship, we've invited some of our clients, you know, to participate.
To be part of your team?
Absolutely,
Oh,
under
yeah,
the
okay,
Citi
great.
umbrella. We also have, you know, Citi staff, including myself, participating,
Okay.
as well as Citi alumni. You know, I mean, we've had, you know, ex-Citi staff,
Yeah.
you know, golfers especially, participate in this tournament, and we're happy
fantastic.
to have them on board. You know, because they're still part of Citi anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's an exciting day for us. Like I mentioned, really, we're looking forward to, you know, that particular day, and obviously, you know, share ideas, network, have fun, and have a healthy competition, right? As well. So I'm really looking forward to that day. But I think just to echo and emphasize the point of the intention, you know, and the importance of the relationship, you know, between Citi Zambia and the American Chamber of Commerce. This remains very strategic for us. It's very critical, and I think our support, you know, to the chamber is for the greater good. Yeah. And I want to commit that we will continue supporting them in the very, very best way that we can to ensure that they succeed and meet their mandates in Zambia for the benefit of everybody.
Thank you for that. Sounds like it's going to be a fun day, Golf Day 2025. So let's zoom away from the golf a little bit and come back to the bank. Yeah. What's Citi Bank up to nowadays?
Well, a lot is happening in Citi. I mean, we're doing very well in terms of our financial performance, and I think this just speaks to the support, you know, that we're giving to our clients. You know, our clients are embracing, you know what we're doing and how we are supporting them. Yeah. And again, that just gives assurance in terms of us, you know, being a very strong and solid bank, right? If you look at our, you know, half-year results, you know, as of June, you know, our results were very strong, you know, compared to the prior year. We've really, you know, ramped up in terms of our revenue performance, our efficiency, which is typically our, you know, key measure of performance, you know, was at 27%, which is one of the best in the market. You know, so it speaks to obviously our investments in technology, you know, supporting our clients in terms of, you know, meeting their objectives, and that's really translating into the results that we are seeing, right? Okay. So to answer your question, you know, we're in a very good place. Our performance is solid, you know, and I think it's only going to get better, right? We're seeing, you know, the economic environment overall improve. You know, the outlook on GDP, you know, looks very positive, you know, and obviously we've seen, you know, the exchange rate as well stabilize in the recent past, you know, and obviously inflation as well, you know, is looking good. So overall, you know, all the fundamentals are pointing to positivity, right? And I think for us, really, we are, you know, confident that, you know, with these fundamentals improving, you know, certainly, you know, the business environment as well thrives, right? And I think if you look at our performance, it speaks to the fact that, you know, there's positivity in the environment, and obviously we see strong performance going forward.
And on a note of positivity, Mr. Chakalashi, I would just like to thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you so much, Clarence, for having me. But you didn't answer one very important question, which I can ask now.
Oh, yeah, okay, please.
Are you playing on the day? Because this is golf tournament, this is golf day. So what I would be expecting is, you know, your participation. Yeah? Okay,
so Financial Insight, we are a sports media management entity. So we'll be playing the media on golf day.
Oh yeah, and that's good participation.
Absolutely.
I should commend you for the great work you're doing as well.
Thank you very much.
I've been following your works very closely, and I think really the financial insight that you're providing to the market really is very critical. I find it very informative. You know, so I look forward to more episodes on what you're doing, and I want to encourage you to, you know, keep up with the great works, you know, keeping us informed on what's happening in the business environment. And certainly, obviously, we're looking forward to partnering with you as well in terms of how we can have some mutual benefits for both.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. I feel very encouraged. There you are, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chembe Chakalashi. He's the CFO of Citi Bank Zambia, and it's been a pleasure hosting him on Financial Insight. My name is Clarence. Please continue following us. Look out for Golf Day 2025 with the American Chamber of Commerce. And as we like to say at Financial Insight, get to know.